Hello, hello, hello. Here we are back again with another Shoe Snob unboxing video series, One Take Wonders. And this time, we're really going off the spectrum here. Something completely different, probably you've never thought you'd see here. Frankly, never thought I'd do. But again, at this point, I'm less snob and I'm more just like wanting to see all the shoes of the world, and if there's good ones that you might like, I'd like to at least give you my thoughts on them. And again, now that I'm doing affiliate stuff, it does open more doors to things that I might not have been kind of connected to in the past, so to speak, and allows me to be more curious into trying new things. So bear with me on this, because this is going to be very different than anything you've seen. And well, I guess you probably saw that in the photo of the video, but let's take a look at these slippers by CP Slippers. So, very unique shipping box. This is how they came. Nothing more, nothing less. There was a label and I took that off, but very trusting packaging, because anybody can just open it up and take the product out. So they're very trusting with this. I didn't even realize that this has the details here. So let's take a look. We're gonna unbox it straight from the shipping packaging together. So I have the model Minimalist size large, L, which is crazy because I have small feet. Color brown, handy craftsman, signed. I don't know what that means. So let's take a look. Dun dun dun. All right. So my slippers. Now, let me talk a bit about what these are. Well, let me just quickly read this here. CP Slippers, leather slippers handmade in Spain, and I don't doubt that. Original. 10% off code for any order above 100. Taking care of your product. Suede brush may get water stain. Prevents the suede. CP Slippers. Okay, little product stuff. CP Slippers, 1981, handmade with love in Spain. So these are Barefoot, the Barefoot world, Barefoot slippers. And the Barefoot world, I've always been curious to know how they felt and never liked how they looked. I remember the first kind of barefoot shoes, which were those weird glove-like shoes that the people's toes were wiggling all about. And I don't know if they look like a sock with toes in them. And I feel like they had a hard bottom, because otherwise you'd just be walking around on concrete. And I remember looking at those and it's just horrendous. I don't know why people want to wear stuff like that. It's weird to me. But you know, the kind of minimalist barefoot movement is quite big. You know, people just want to be free with their feet splayed out. And so, you know, I've written about minimalist shoes, you know, The Last Shoemaker, etc. I would never really want to try those shoes because I would never wear them. I would try them just, again, for content's sake, for sharing my thoughts. But what made me agree to this video is because I actually love slippers. I have so many slippers, it's kind of ridiculous. And you know, I mean, really, I wear slides. I wear Crocs in the house. I have traditional fur slippers. I used to wear Uggs. I have like, you know, 10 different pairs of slippers at least. And so when they offered me this, you know, I'm not gonna lie, this isn't my style. I don't really find these attractive, but I thought, let me see what the barefoot movement's all about. Is it comfortable? Now, I won't lie, when I looked on the site just to check it out before I agreed, I thought I saw like some arch support, and I thought maybe there's going to be a little bit of sole stuff. But this is literally just a piece of leather wrapped around and stitched together. And it is truly a barefoot experience. Now, I will say that that's not for me. And it's not because I don't think these are nice. It's a nice piece of leather. It's probably done by hand, which is great. And for those who like that free flow feeling, whatever, you know what I'm saying, it might be great. But my feet are so sensitive. The reason I like slippers is because I can't walk barefoot. And so I was confused by the barefoot idea because I thought I'd at least have some kind of protection on the bottom. But literally it's just a 2 millimeter thick slab of leather, which pretty much feels like I'm walking barefoot. Now, again, maybe I was the fool to think anything different because it's barefoot, but I thought that more meant like, feet splayed out. I thought there was still going to be some arch support, still going to be some sole protection, but no, it's literally just a piece of leather folded over and stitched around. You might like that. It's not for me. I would be hurting after, I'm not so sensitive that I can't walk barefoot, but like after 5 minutes, I would feel discomfort. I need some support underneath. That's why I don't really wear Blake stitch shoes. I don't feel support. So I wear welted shoes. So I like, double leather soles and commando soles and stuff. But again, part of me trying new things with this affiliate, and again, me being an affiliate means if you purchase from the link that I have below, I gain commission. But it was more because I was curious, was genuinely curious to see if there was a feel-good feeling. And I guess I was quite naive thinking that barefoot meant anything other than literally feeling like barefoot, which I now know 100% without a doubt doesn't work for me because the bottoms of my feet are so sensitive that I just won't be comfortable. So nice leather though. The leather is nice. I will say that. The leather is nice. I can very much see, some guy in Santa Fe, New Mexico with that kind of desert vibe house walking around in a pair of these is what it sort of looks like to me. It's funny because where they are made is very much kind of desert feel of Spain. It's like central South Spain where it's very dry and arid, not too far from where my shoe factory is. And I feel like this goes with that climate very well, which is, kind of the idea of making these. But yeah, so CP slippers. Let me just see here. I think it says Handmade in Spain. CP slippers, if you like the idea of barefoot, then definitely check them out. But if you can't do barefoot, then let me forewarn you, there's nothing more than a 2 to 3 millimeter slab of leather here. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed something different. I thought I would try something new. And CP slippers, different, but I'm glad I tried it. Something, I didn't take a dress shoe or anything like that because I knew I wouldn't definitely wear that even if I did find them comfortable. But I thought, a slipper, I could probably wear that around the house. But, you live and you learn. But if you got strong feet, if you're used to walking barefoot all over, but you maybe just want some cover protection, these might work well for you. So yeah, let me just give you a quick look at the last shape here. CP slippers, check them out. And they have more colors, more products, more things to look at. Really Not my style, but I'm glad to have tried it and showed you something different. The quality seems good for just being leather. So there's that. Anyway, thanks as always for tuning in. Do stay tuned for more. Do you have barefoot minimalist shoes? What do you think about this type of style? Leave your thoughts. Leave a like if you enjoyed it, and do subscribe if you haven't already. And if you feel so inclined, check out my Patreon. Thanks so much for tuning in, and do stay tuned for more. Take care. Bye bye.